And I take 6 damage.
Yes. Alright. There's not a lot of life in him anymore. Although, I mean, it's kind of hard to see. Even as it is sliced up in his thick hide.
Gets ever so slightly more sluggish.
Hmm.
Which doesn't really mean anything for it.
Indeed. Oh wait, you actually had to roll the mischance on that one.
Oh, right.
But never mind. Okay, let's move on. Cash.
Okay.
Oh yeah, yes.
Give them your Tina being gangsta in the background.
Yeah, I was like, I play legit.
It's a miss.
Sorry. You want me to do it leaf?
You can do it leafly, but basically what I'm asking is basically the moment you see him basically collapse, you stop the rest of the attacks. You don't.
Well, I only have one attack.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, just poke him.
That one attack
I
won't
don't
kill.
even know if I'll gonna hit him.
Hooray!
That's the gangster.
Do you have true sight?
She does.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
So it's
And
15
that
plus.
is then some damage.
59 damage.
59 actual damage.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we do it in the hood.
Even if it goes unconscious, you can just heal the thing.
Yeah, I can just stabilize, stop it from dying, and then do what I need to do.
I don't like keeping this thing alive at all.
It'll be kept alive for not enough time for it to recover 1 point of non-lethal damage. Don't worry.
Well, the whole thing was because I asked Matt, isn't he supposed to hit me? He's like, oh yeah.
Yay! Boom! Gangsta Tina in the house.
I actually have a cousin who's really, what you said, and
Yes.
I always tease him about it because he wears his hat, in a gangster way.
On the side.
On the side and only just on his head, so it looks like he has a big brain. And I was like, oh my god, look at that brain! You have your brain up swollen. And he just keeps telling me to fuck off. But I
He's
keep
trying to be
telling him
gangsta over here.
I tell he looks stupid. You look stupid, bro.
Oh, it doesn't confirm, sorry. Yes.
It doesn't.
There we go.
It's not going down, that's for sure.
I'm not going down for
Oh,
no one.
Kyron?
Whoa!
Confusion. I'll do the roll.
Why is
That's-
Chloe there?
I don't know.
You punch
Isn't
yourself.
she sitting on Karen?
I don't know. You
I didn't
Chloe.
move her.
And someone else did. But
What's my
Kyron
strength
punches himself
modifier?
in the face.
He's not
17.
hurt. He doesn't need nourishment.
Karen needs help though.
I'm hurt now. After I punched myself, I also bleed.
You know, Chloe's just gonna snap
10
her
bleed
fingers
damage.
by the water cooler.
And I'm not confused anymore?
Well, that's one round.
Okay.
Serious. You think it could keep its gaze on you more, but it would have to stand still and doesn't want that, so. Yeah. Deep red eyes just make you want to rage kill.
Well, I'm
Self-
not entirely sure what to do at this point. Is anyone injured enough that need healing? No, not
You
really.
could stop the bleeding from Karen with like a minor heal, I suppose.
That is true. You know what, Kyron? I'm going to grant you the glory of a cure light wounds.
Okay. 1d8 plus 5.
Yep, all the way from over here. You're getting cure light wounds.
Stand under the spout where the glory comes out.
That is 6 points of 0.6 points of healing, and you are no longer bleeding.
Wait, 6 points?
Yeah,
One
1d8
of
plus
them
5.
cure light wounds. You rolled minimum, so it's like, oh.
Plus 5?
Yeah,
1d8 plus
Cure
5.
Light Wounds has a 5-point limit.
Oh, I thought it was 10.
Turn.
Moderate as 10.
Zacharias
5.
flies
5.
up here, takes a look at the thing.
It's not your turn yet.
Oh,
It's,
I thought it was
it's
Zacharias.
No, it's because when I click, it sometimes
Oh,
double
right,
clicks for
okay.
some no reason. I'm dumb. Hell.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Does Cash have images of? How many of her?
Cash
Doesn't
shouldn't
have any images.
Good.
Well,
This dragon doesn't die. Maybe this thing does. Whatever
No.
it is. It'll get
Did you like the soul lick?
it'll get the hurt on if it can.
I bet it did. I have
Let's do it.
plus 3 AC,
It's not
40,
two claws.
45, 46, 47.
It's 2 hits then.
One clone, one
And
player.
you need to make a reflex save.
102. 1? Okay.
You can do it, Cash.
Shut up, I know it.
Yes. And you take the 94 damage.
Chloe bobs her head from side to side. Oh, hell no!
And it'll sort of quickly look towards Kyron again.
How much?
Okay, we'll save.
Will save
90,
94.
90.
Okay.
You make it. Zacharias.
I think I'm getting a little tired.
This is my favorite part of the show. Zacharias flies over here. He reveals the creature.
Yes, it's
And
revealed.
Yes, I think that
Look
should
there,
be it.
Kyron.
You see its weakness. Now strike.
Marcus.
I will
You see-
5 foot
you see-
step over the
It's
wall.
left. It's left. Yes, you're on top of the wall, so it's fine.
There is the hover.
And then I will do the normal business.
Stop.
Uh,
Stopping.
Do your
Stop
business.
Yeah, if it goes down, I will stop. Oh man, that's awful. That's really awful. Oh my god.
Why you
Is
don't,
that
you don't have to worry about killing it, though, so.
Once.
Just a 2 hit.
one,
Two
two
hits.
hits?
Is it revealed?
Which ones?
Yes.
The,
That's the,
the
that's
first
the
two.
purple thing, so it's revealed.
first two. Okay. So that is
13, 15.
Oh,
61.
yeah. 61.
I can't get over the fact that it looks like Sif.
It's this.
Does not.
It does! That's what she
Uh.
looks like when she wants to jump into the bed. We tell her no.
And
Then
he
we should
is
probably stabilize it.
unconscious.
Someone's gonna poke it. I'm gonna go over to the water cooler and start snapping my fingers.
It just sort of falls to the ground. The battle's over.
Awesome.
Very well. Azurius will stop its bleeding. For now.
Doesn't really seem to be bleeding much.
I will tell you, don't
Wait,
take
wait.
it with you home.
I'm not taking it home with me.
You're gonna regret
You're gonna
it.
teach it and love it.
And pit it.
Zacharias looks down at it, looks at Azurius. Whatever you need to do, Azurius, do it quickly. This thing needs to die.
It'll be done quickly. Unfortunately, the rest of you may not be able to stay immediately close by. Azurius pulls out his stone of alarm. Luckily, I have this to alert you.
Well, I'm gonna.
What do you mean we cannot stay close?
Unfortunately, let's just say, due to this thing's resistance to magic, it seems I might need slightly more potent spell to get into its head.
Can,
And Asmodeus may not like you being so around for that.
can someone give me a light?
You may feel free to stay when Asmodeus' influence enters the room, but I don't think you like it too much.
Can I get a light?
Telemondus narrows his eyes at Azurius. Just says, "I will not let you alone with my trophy. Do what it is you have to do, but I will stay."
Cash looks bored as Zacharias, and can I get a light?
A light?
Yeah, basically a spark. I don't know if I can use my hair. I need some smoke.
I think you can.
Tell Mundus
You
you're
can
that.
burn it if you want.
I just need smoke.
It doesn't seem resistant to fire.
No, I don't want to burn it. I just want.
I thought you wanted to smoke it. You can smoke a quill.
No, I need to smoke something so I can heal from the smoke.
Like
smoke a quill.
Smoke a quill like a cigar.
Bam.
Taste like
Oh, that was bad. But then I'm not bleeding
hair,
anymore. At
burnt
least.
hair.
Yeah, get
Come on.
to business. I'm interested to see what you're doing.
Tell
Yeah.
Mundus you don't trust me that much.
Yes, do it. He looks at the
Telemondus
thing.
stays silent.
Zacharias floats away a little bit out of reach of the creature if it wakes up, but
Telemondus will go here.
Still moves a little bit in its like, oh, till Mundus moves up there. Yes.
You may have just performed a bad act.
And as you do, you realize that perhaps this was only the child. Because up here,
Mm.
no.
Up
That's
here is a
that's just
very
mean.
dirty nest.
But you knew that. You see a nest. Full of bones and trinkets.
we could probably loot that while Azurius is doing whatever he needs to do.
We're gonna hit that.
Let the Asmodean people dig around in that thing.
get to work with what we need to get
Zacharias
done.
is gonna loot through some of the stuff.
Can I be there, or am I not counted as being true Asmodean yet because I didn't do the sacrifice?
I'm afraid this must be something that is very private.
Aw. Are you gonna take your pants off or something?
Yes, he is.
Leaving you with the cat. This is right.
Yes, it's the unconscious animal.
You don't mind Marcus being there?
Marcus, well, I might need Marcus maybe because I don't think I'm strong enough or something.
It's getting really weird, but okay.
Be fine.
You two begin digging around in the lair. It's full of like bone and fur pieces and whatnot. A few different things. Do you want to do? Yeah, let's do a series first. Kyron's still staring.
Don't look at me, senpai. If you do, I'll. Oh. Then Asurius blushes.
And his hair goes all over the place. The swill of sakura leaves.
Mm-hmm. Yes? Did he ask?
He's probably typing with Manica.
As I said, I just need to quickly type to Manica. Okay. So in that case, Azorius is going to go ahead and reach into his bag of holding. Ooh. Yes. And he's going to pull out an object. It is a lyre.
A what?
Liar, okay.
A lyre, pure black.
What is that?
It's
like
an
a harp.
musical instrument.
Yes, it's an instrument.
Oh,
It's a small harp.
And Azorius begins to play the harp, the lyre. There
Yes.
goes. Confuse my language. And this is going. It takes a while. This will take a bit. Depending on how fast Azorius is playing, it's going to take.
And the cave begins to shake as if it's going to collapse around you. As this haunting music begins to spread.
that's Chloe using stealth, by the way. To minus one notice.
Of course.
I think Zalmanis can say true sight right now.
What is
Yeah.
what is that effect? Zacharias wonders as he rolls a spellcraft or arcana.
It's a black square.
Probably doesn't count as Arcana.
Religion?
You can try.
I'm scrying.
Zacharias is not sure, but he's pretty sure it's infernally powered.
I'm
What it does, though, he's not really sure. It seems to shake the cave to the very foundations. Perhaps some sort of portaling magic, maybe.
A what?
Some sort of
Portaling?
calling.
Okay,
Yeah.
calling. Alright, he's summoning something.
I'm scrying through Chloe just in case, you know.
Scrying.
Yeah, I can see through Chloe. Oh, I don't need to do that. I have the monocle.
Also, you're kind of like tall enough where you can just kind of look.
Well, I'm
Chloe adjusts the monocle and looks.
It's a monocle, yeah.
Well, that's a black hole.
It is actually an obelisk made of entirely of a black sort of obsidian-like stone that is rising from the floor, breaking through the cave floor, and just keep rising as the playing moves on.
It's getting pretty big.
It is pretty big.
And as it grows to its full size, it is digging through the top of this place as well, out into the forest, and you can just see sort of sitting there, blank, soft, smooth obelisk of black stone. It took probably like 15 minutes or something. So in that time, you've managed to search a bit through.
Listening
And,
to lovely eerie music.
And can I have a perception check?
Yeah, yes, you can have a perception check from Zacharias. That is certainly something I can perform. 45.
All right. Zacharias notices something that most perhaps wouldn't. He noticed it easily. That there's a little indentation in the floor, a little crack, where it seems that something has been accidentally pushed in, probably something laying on it. It is a sort of a pale blue sphere that seems to have like some sort of storm inside of it. And you see that there's an orb of storms.
Orb of storms. Interesting.
Oh God.
Whoa.
What?
That was just like pushed into a crack.
All
As
storms-
you look around, you find like lots of old things, probably sacrificial things, maybe. Sort of golden knotwork of different patterns. There's sort of a chalice, ceremonial daggers, sort of music horns. None of them seem particularly valuable or magical. They're fine craftsmanship made from Irenaeans. You could probably get a few thousand for them for it all.
Sure, we'll gather it up.
And else in there, you find lots of different sort of silver things, mostly of the Iranian design. About 10,000 in different silvery jewelry. You also find a withered hand that seems to be from a gnome size with a ring of animal friendship on it. The rest of the things seem to have been eaten. Beyond that, as you continue, you find a leather bag that is a bag of holding type 4. And as you look inside, you see that it is almost filled with coins with druidic symbols on them. Probably about 50,000 in gold.
Nice.
Scored.
Nice.
Nice.
Beyond that, there's a lot of different clothes and such from different people. You find a little last page of a logbook saying, "Have completed pillaging the old Irenaean tomb near the Taig Elok. Soon we'll depart this wretched jungle, all rich men. I believe the worst is behind us." Perhaps this was the person who owned the bag.
Yeah.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Are there more of these tombs around, I wonder? It's just like they're gonna be 50,000 a pop. You might wanna go
We
dig
can
it.
probably find out.
Look at Jerifon
While you search, the obelisk has grown
snooping
to a
in here.
mature, fine size. Almost a faint hum around it.
Mhm.
The great beasts have been pushed to the side.
What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
You're searching
Sorry.
while this goes on.
Can't talk right
guess
now.
you
I'm playing.
kind
I'm
of-
playing and humming.
Okay. What are you doing?
Stop summoning hell.
Does anything happen when Chloe goes here?
Chloe probably feels uncomfortable this close.
Yeah, he
this-
doesn't really want to be there.
Oh, it's uncomfortable.
Kind of wants to go back.
That's uncomfortable too. I'll have to go here.
Everything's uncomfortable in this room.
There's a dead dude next to her.
Just tell me when I'm done, Monica.
Is
It's made.
In that case, the moment the last note is played, Azurius will open his eyes from playing, and just go look to Marcus. It's done. Looks at Marcus well, Marcus should know what to do.
The beast begins to rear its head. 50 minutes seems to be enough.
Fucking stabs it.
Yep,
Right.
Marcus now executes Sedge.
Describe.
if Marcus
Well, as it-
gets
as-
more,
A beast like this needs to describe
Yes.
is Marcus gonna get more stat bonus now?
No.
No. I wish, but no.
No, you
Um,
got your fair share of it.
Yeah, I definitely have. Anyway,
Let's let them RP here.
Okay.
as the beast begins to stir with the giant obelisk protruding from the ground next to it, Marcus kind of just like crawls up onto it, disregarding the spikes as he's the quills, because his armor is good enough that it'll just brush them off in theory. And he'll clamber up onto its head and raise the blade up, point it toward the ground or toward the ground and bring it down directly through the top of its skull, chanting all sorts of Asmodean things. Put it out of its... Well, I don't know if it's really in misery, but I'm gonna kill it.
You're muted.
And then?
And then I get off it.
It's blood spreading towards spreading around.
Yeah. Some of it kind of pooling around the base of the obelisk, probably.
The obelisk seems to drink it hungrily.
You know.
And as it does, sort of small runes begin to appear in the area it's been bled upon.
Marcus will go back and make more cuts along like the back of it, so more blood flows toward the obelisk.
As it is beginning to be drained, more and more of the runes appear, glowing upon it, and you hear sort of the faint whispers and calls, almost of distant people cry out in pain. As the runes spread all over the obelisk, and the hum gets louder until there's sort of a big, sort of thrumming noise. Very unpleasant to be around.
To finish this execution, Azurius will take his flaming long spear and basically jam it straight through, so its head gets. So basically, its part of his body gets pinned to the obelisk for a moment before, retrieving it back.
Blood splattering out of it, being almost sucked from the creature as it touches the obelisk. As it grows in size and strength again. Again, very unpleasant hum. Like it is almost hearing damage level of noise it emits.
I told you might not want to be in here.
Yeah,
No,
but
Zacharias is fascinated looking
we
at
are
this
too
because-
curious. The curiosity killed the cat. There's the cat.
No, Marcus killed the cat. Right in its head.
It is dead, and its blood. It's sort of has gotten a little bit emaciated as it's beginning to drain the last of the blood.
That's not good.
Oh, yeah. As the corpse sort of slumps back, falls slightly down a cliff, almost as if rejected now by the obelisk.
The corpse with its last pint of blood just down there, just like, oh, that's done.
Draining on the ground as it hums. It's almost also impossible to speak in here now. Completely impossible. Like sitting next to a jet engine.
Flies over. Your corpse is done.
Kyron sees Sirius mime something.
Basically, I basically point at the corpse, indicating it's yours.
And Wallace is going to point at the obelisk, questioningly.
I can't mime to you what that means.
Zacharias looks at the series. I would like to talk to you a little bit about that later. Looking at the
Sorry, I can't understand you.
I think you can.
It's too loud.
Well, let's get out of here.
Oh, good, I summoned a jet engine. That was unexpected.
The corpse is still intact, somewhat, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
The corpse is usable. I
It has
made sure.
cuts and slices in it.
That's
Carrying
okay.
it would impale you with several quills, but
That's not carried.
You're not carrying it?
Oh, just
Garathon is
Actually-
carrying it.
it's too big for
Garathon is currently sort of moving as far away as he can because there's a very unpleasant sound
Do
it makes.
you need it stored in a bag of holding?
Karen is just going to drag it over here, away from that stupid black thing.
Yeah, that's fine. Come on, Marcus.
Of the pit.
Come on, because I don't need you vibrating at optimum frequency and explode.
It's the brown note.
Take a bath through the water for my wings turning to steam for a moment. Water is not Azurius' best friend. This is a true story.
Marcus goes for a quick swim.
I'm glad you can.
He's a dread dolphin.
You can see the birds fly away from the area and such.
The now a bit smaller Telemondus is going to turn to Azurius, saying, "Would you like to explain why you just put a black obelisk into my brother's future lair?"
I did not realize it'd be that big. Never mind. It'll disappear in time.
What does it do?
Would you mind explaining yourself, please?
Well, I don't know if you noticed, but Zacharias certainly did. You saw how magically resistant that creature was, did you not?
Yes.
Let's say I may have gotten some gifts from some devils to break that.
I see.
What good does that do when it's dead?
Well, most notably, it allowed me. Remember how I said I needed to find out some information? That humming in there to you may be absolutely mindless. To me, though, it meant something. It actually told me a piece of information I was missing. Though, unfortunately, it's not everything I wanted, but it'll be enough. I think. I have to do some research.
Is that what it took from you?
For what?
Looks around
Well-
the area the bird's flying away.
A miserable pile of secrets.
We all have secrets, Lady Cash.
Aren't we all?
Such as where did Zacharias go when he did his transformation? That none of us know.
Zacharias Skulls just grins at you. I can certainly tell you if you like.
I'm sure it's a wonderful story.
I
Oh,
doubt
it
it.
is absolutely lovely.
I doubt any of us want to go there.
So, you're missing
know.
something, or something was stolen. What?
Azurius pauses for a moment. Well, let's put it this way. Nabris may want it back.
Nabarus.
Oh, you gotta deal with Nabris?
You're dealing with that pit fiend?
Lucky you.
I had good reason to deal with him, but unfortunately, something became in the way.
It usually does when you deal with those devils. They always make up excuses for their incompetence. And make you go on foolish fetch quests. He looks at the cave.
Look, Cash just stands there
Fetch
smiling.
quests. Kill 5 boars. Nabris commands it.
I will inform you. If you do not want the obelisk there, the obelisk can now be destroyed. It has no use anymore. It only had use while I was gathering the information I needed. Now it's done.
It is a rather fetching color, at least.
Yes, you can keep it if you want to, but it doesn't need to stay.
Perhaps it could be chiseled into.
You're muted.
As you stand here, the humming begins to tone down slowly.
I'm about to say the magic would run out eventually.
Perhaps it could be chiseled into an image of someone.
Yarathon smiles.
You certainly
Nods.
could. A black image of whoever you may wish.
It should be Chloe.
Uh-oh.
Chloe. Oh.
I...
That's my first.
okay.
Shall we
Yes,
bring the corpse then?
Leave the corpse here, I will need it. But you may take your spoils if you want, as payment if you wish.
Yarathon just slithers around, saying, "Thank you all
Just like a turns or
for
blinks.
taking revenge for me once again."
Yes.
You're welcome.
Don't you forget who helps you, Yarathon.
Oh, I will not.
Do you like tridents?
We might need you in a seafaring
Love him.
expedition.
Love him.
You know, there's a lot of tridents that needs to be eaten.
Later, Lady Cash. Right now we have... My brother and I have other things to take care of. You four may leave.
Sure, I'll
May
just
doesn't
teleport out of
mean
here.
must.
Zacharias
Oh, wait,
looks
I can't.
at Telemandus, quirks, his dead skull a little bit.
So apparently I'm not the only one filled with secrets today. This is good.
You know the plans for my brother. They just have to be enacted now. You do not need to be present.
Well,
May
I'd love
doesn't
to
mean
leave,
must.
but you know,
I choose to stay.
I'll just
Zachariah-
use my teleporter. Wait, I don't
Zacharias
have one.
looks at Telemandus up and down. And don't you forget who helps you as well, Telemandus. We are not servants to order around. May leave.
Yeah, bitch. Guys didn't say that.
So
Yeah, just like fucking in the background, just like, yeah, bitch.
Yeah.
Just like,
Zacharias,
Marcus like,
turns her hat sideways. Yeah, just oh,
Marcus, quickly jump here and retreat. Retreat.
boom.
You're gonna take that
Marcus.
from him?
Yeah, Marcus goes boom and then disappears as he teleports home.
Move!
Boy!
Woo!
All right, we
That's
return
so rude.
to
That's
the
your baba.
we return to the capital. we return to the capital and leave His Majesty here.
Yeah.
I swear, if I come back here and that obelisk will turn into a statue of Telemundus, I'm not going to stop laughing for a while.
It's a statue of Telemundus.
It was a very quilly, scary thing. Look at that thing.
It was pretty.
Very
It was
cool.
pretty quilly and pretty scary.
It was basically fought like
Happy that you found
Godzilla
him in his lair. I'll say that much.
Well, we're back.
in black.
I think most of us are wearing black, so yeah.
Dirty deeds
And
are
at
done
least
dirty.
a couple days, I would assume later, Kyron will also be back.
A little longer, but then again,
Sure.
it usually does with Kyron.
During these
Kyron,
days,
while
Zacharias
you're
will.
Just as a note, Kyron, while you're away, you will get little messages from Azurus like every day, basically just saying like, "Are you dead?"
No.
Just double checking if you're dead or not each day.
Are you dead yet?
Zacharias will take Marcus to a private meeting at some point during these days.
What? Well,
Don't worry,
I'll
don't worry,
take
wait.
Azorius on a date.
Sure. That's not-
Well, let's go on a date then.
I'll take myself on a date.
No, you're gonna date with Zacharias.
No, why not?
It's fitting the undead stay together.
Dead people have to be together.
Yeah,
That's how it is.
It's dead people, Beth.
I would
Dead
snap
and
my
living people
fingers,
can't
but
be
I don't
friends.
know how.
All the livies are much better.
The livies. Oh,
Such racism in this.
Well, oh yeah.
goodness.
You don't like livies?
You know,
No.
Cash will invite Azorius out.
They just don't understand us, man.
Are you gonna share a smoke together?
They're so
sitting
conformist.
behind the.
The dumpster out
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
sure.
Zacharias is gonna take Marcus, into a secure room somewhere. And
Yeah.
Pass the smoke around.
no, he will turn to Marcus and says, "Marcus, I have been thinking.
Yeah. Yes.
The he sort of considers, scratching himself. I have considered if I should talk to you about this or not. I am not entirely sure on some of your loyalties." He sort of looks him up and down. "It is clear you are a servant of hell. That much is quite obvious. The question is where your loyalties actually lie. Would you... do you consider yourself to follow hell in all regards? If, for instance, Asmodeus were to order you to attack us and destroy us, would you do so?"
Well, it's a hard question you ask me, but there's no use in lying. If Asmodeus himself were to call to me and tell me that you were to be destroyed, I wouldn't doubt him. I would be conflicted, but in all things, he has given me everything, and I would be forced to obey his wishes.
Zacharias nods. "Very well. What if Desider told you?"
I will take Desider's suggestions as advice, but he has no rule over me.
Nods again. "And Nabaros?"
Nabarus is trickier. It's harder to ignore his orders than Desider's. But I can talk to him, possibly. I am not directly beholden to him in many, if any, things.
Zacharias nods again. "Indeed not. Nabaros has helped us once, and we have helped him in return, but he does not hold any formal sway of us. He is not the holder of our contract anymore. Only Asmodeus is, I think. And Thorn is long dead, after all.
Indeed.
My point is this, Marcus. I feel there is something going on in the council, and I don't quite like it. You and I, we are the only ones who would be almost impossible for someone else to mind control. In essence, you are the only one I can trust in this matter. The other ones, the living, They are frail and weak, even though they style themselves as being powerful spellcasters, assassins and whatnot. Their minds can be broken with certain spells and incantations. Ours cannot. And so, Marcus,
nods.
And so, Marcus, I would suggest that you and I keep a close eye on the rest of the council. There might come a time when we need to take action to stop one of them.
Marcus nods. He's, he doesn't think there's really any need to speak.
Keep an eye on... He sort of grimaces. Lady Cash has a history of falling prey to some mind-affecting spells. A certain eye should be kept on her, especially since she is apparently fraternizing with your sire.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Marcus nods once more.
Asurius is strong of mind, but keeping an eye on him as well is probably a good idea. The same goes for Chiron. I don't know what he's doing out in those forests. But if he runs into anything out there, that could be disastrous for us. Yes, we might need to... There might come a time when we need to take action. For the state. He smiles or grins with his skull.
Sure. Yeah. Marcus says, I agree.
Good.
I'll keep watch.
Very well then, I shall do the same. The same goes for the rest of the council, of course. We have already thought Richter might have been under control. There's no telling when or whether some of the others might fall under the same sway. Zacharias sighs, gathers his papers, looks up. That was, yes, that was what I wanted to discuss.
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Mm-hmm. Very well. I think we have things to see to. He gathers up papers. Sticks them under.
I'm probably like the worst person to talk to because it's like you're talking to air.
Mm-hmm.
And not air that nods at you.
Mm-hmm.
At least the air gives an intelligent response, unlike certain people.
You know, you're the only one I can trust in this, Marcus. We need to keep a watch on the livies.
The livies. Marcus
Until
with disgust.
Exactly.
The
Yeah.
livies.
All that, do you listen to all that fluid that just pumps around in them all the time? It's sickening.
I forgot. Yes, Zacharias probably would be able to hear that of DC 50 perception.
Yeah, he's
I've got a pretty good perception as well.
Do you have a good enough perception?
Well, Marcus is a vampire, so I
Cash?
expect Marcus is a vampire, so I expect him to be able to hear a heartbeat.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a good enough perception to follow Cash?
Probably not.
No, it's only Zacharias. Only Zacharias can keep track of the two of us when we go hidden mode.
Well,
So-
Zacharias will nod to Marcus. Very good. Then we understand the gravity of the situation. I will be relying on you in this matter, Marcus. And then he will, nod to him and float out, Magneto style, out of the room that we're in, discussing this.
So do you guys want to jump to the next month?
I'm certainly up to continue for at least a month of council business. I need to go to the toilet.
we can set up another council thing, I suppose.
I don't remember where my
Months would be good because then the academy is done, and then there could be that stuff in downtime.
Yay, academy
yeah.
stuff. I like
That
the
would be
academy
something
stuff.
to do. So if you have something you want to do that takes 2 months or 2 1-month things, then let's get that.
I would like. Oh, I saw his left.
There we go. I have.
Oh, I found myself in the darkness. Am
What
I
did
back?
you
I have plus 30 to
Is it
perception.
important time?
I
think
just wanted to upgrade my daggers.
Also, the Adarium is rebuilt, so you will be meeting there from now on.
okay. Do we have a new map for the dairy?
I do have the map somewhere, but it's really big, so I haven't put it in here yet. I might do that for the next session.
Okay.
Yeah.
Try and send me a PM what upgrade you want, and I'll mark it down.
Balk is very happy with this. Now he can finally have his living room without all these All these things.
And we have the most. Actually, the area is very secure because even Karen couldn't break the chain to the front door.
That was not really
That's a low blow.
It is. Be a shame.
I mean, those things happen, right?
Yeah.
It was so.
Yeah, sure.
Oh boy, that stuff. All right. Well,
Am I back yet, Malachi?
Yes. Should be back at this point.
Is Astorius and Cash back yet?
Yeah. I mean, are you? Do you want to be after a month?
Could be gone
You
for.
want to just be like wild and crazy all month long?
Well, Barker said you could bring a +1.
Sure.
You want to be a Cash +1 in the parties with the nobles?
so how much money do we have in the treasury now?
You have 37,000 right now.
37.
We got 60 from the beasts, right? Are we putting that in the treasury? I think we should split that up.
Right now we have a treasure pile.
Okay.
Hey!
I have a treasure pile. It can be split if we want to. There are a few things in there we might want to consider.
Astorius is being a +1 when Cash brings him to all the noble parties that's been around.
Like you're bringing those noble parties, he'll love that.
Let's
Yeah,
take
she
care of the
can-
loot after session, unless we suddenly need like the 60,000 for some super important council project.
I think, looking at the things we have suggested projects, if brought up to the rest of the council, Monica, by the way, we can't see the others.
Yeah, there.
If
Yes,
brought
I
up to the rest of the council, if we want a representative of the people, sort of a people's voice at the council, would any one of them have any suggestions? To get a feel, because Zacharias will again state that we are kind of isolated here. We don't know what the people are really thinking, and that would be an interesting. It's kind of a good input to have, you know.
Mallory will comment that he thinks that the people are just fine, and really, do they really bring anything useful to the table anyway? I mean, with the low taxes here, they don't deserve representation.
Uh-huh.
Thrain will just sort of mumble grumpily about churches and complaints, and while Richter, Deserter, and Barker just seem kind of ambivalent. They don't really seem to care about people.
So Grumble and I am Error.
So no one cares.
Earthor will suggest Grumblejack.
What?
That should show the people that how much their word matter.
Complaint department is Grumblejack.
Oh, Hellfish would be good.
Aldous could be good, yeah.
Barker says that he believes that actually is a good idea. Imagine if there was a torture in every town that the people complain to. Might get the image across. Deserter says that he thinks that might work.
You two, you just say what I want to hear.
I did suggest a torturers guild for Halthus as a reward.
I think so too, but the thing is, he doesn't want any rewards.
You need to
If you
just
say
give
it
him
like
something.
work. Yeah.
He's so humble.
I know.
He hasn't been doing a lot.
He is like our oldest servant besides Timmy.
He is.
And
Jack.
Grumblejack.
Forget Grumblejack.
We met
I
Grumblejack, but
said it! You guys
First
just
session.
me.
yeah, we met him at first set.
Oh,
I said
Grumblejack.
it, besides Timmy and Grumblejack.
There's no love for Grumblejack.
I'm surprised Grumblejack is dead.
I would.
We love all of them.
What if Grumblejack has been dead for 3 months? No one would notice. So neglected.
No one came to the funeral.
Oh no.
But
It's just alone. It's just Timian sitting there with a flower, like looking around. Oh.
I miss you, Grumblejack.
Goodness gracious. Alright, so looking at the list of things we consider.
Didn't we want to do the ward thing right away after
Yeah.
repairing the Adara?
I think we should take some wards to the royal court.
Yeah.
Send out people to gather wards. They will be well taken care of. Deserter will teach them, of course. Maybe Azurius wants to talk to them as well.
Talk to who?
The wards.
So that's the next thing you want to do, or?
Oh
That's my
wait,
suggestion.
wards like people or wards like protections?
No, people. We basically
Okay.
Wards
we
the
in-
young kids.
we invite young
Got
kids
it.
to the court
Alright.
and be like, yes, they can stay here. We'll be well taken care of and taught in
Yeah,
the
no,
ways of
I
state.
get it. I just basically this entire time I was thinking we were talking about putting wards up to protect the Adarian.
And
I
if
thought
any
that
of
too.
you nobles twitch, we have your kids.
And the Colosseum, so...
You know, Cash is gonna teach the girls.
Oh no,
They're all gonna come back as
become
assassin
sluts.
prostitutes.
Yeah, like, hey, daddy, you want me to
No.
kill someone for you?
She's pierced her lip now. It's
Cash's,
Yeah, like-
Cash's
What else?
sister was not her mom, and her son was a lot of years after, so it's okay.
Wait, she has kids?
Okay, no, her master's kid.
Don't you
Oh,
know?
okay.
Oh.
No, Cash doesn't.
Cash is a mother?
What
no.
did you know?
So
It doesn't
I move that we invite wards to the court.
Sure.
So a warden? He takes people
No.
and bring them in here.
Yes.
No.
We-
Like we invite little kids to come teach them. Yeah.
You basically send out your soldier like, you will give us your kids now. You're like, oh, but...
I don't even think any of us know how to deal with kids.
Dessiter does.
Dessiter
Kind of
does.
like-
Well, Cash has, but all she did was punch the kid in the face and tell him to
You know-
shut up.
You know, Azorius is a very friendly person when he wants to be.
You know, we wouldn't
Yeah,
educate
Marcus
them
can.
ourselves.
That is
We would
a-
get
that is a-
people to do it for
that
us.
is a thought.
I will add that Cash raised her husband, and he's a good guy.
Yes.
Marcus can teach the kids swordplay.
Zacharias can teach the kids about arcane stuff. Yes.
Pain.
Marcus will warn them not to.
That's for Teacher Halfus. That's for Professor
he's like,
Halfus.
It's the Snape.
Pain
Yes,
is the
he's-
greatest.
I can teach you to brew happiness.
Oh yes, I can. Mr. Potter. Just sneering at everyone.
I will add Callius has made a pretty good trade with prostitution, and I did raise him.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Alright, so we take the wards. Everyone in favor?
Yes.
What are we gonna do now?
Alright, so that's for this month.
Get some kids.
Month 12, we take kids.
Basically, hire children. Come now.
That was gonna take 1 month, right, Manikar?
Still kids.
Yes.
Alright,
Oh,
we have
that's
invited
cute.
wards to the court. And then
And
I-
taking care of them will cost 1,000 gold a month.
alright. Upsetting, but that's all we kinda need. We kinda need that. So we have an income of 5,000 now. Yes, that is upsetting. Month 2. What do we have? I would probably suggest get rid of the mercs.
No, 5.
Not the arena?
No, because the
The nobles
problem
will very much agree.
the problem with the
This
mercs is
about
that
time to.
they're turning
of
to
them.
banditry and stuff.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But we could put them into the arena.
We're building you a new
No!
house.
What? So what are
mercs.
we gonna do? Just like kill them or give them their rewards?
No, we're sending them to the Borderlands.
Want to murder all the 20,000
Yeah.
soldiers?
We're sending
Well,
them to
we
the
could,
Borderlands
honestly.
No, they're
Just
gonna
time stop and then like 4 miracles.
No, we gotta send them to resettle and
Asmodeus,
rebuild.
slay these motherfuckers!
Now the people will love us.
Just indiscriminate murder. Everyone.
I mean, yeah, that wouldn't be new.
Hey, we are getting better, you know.
You only killed children last time.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we didn't. The crazy Mithrans did.
And it was only one child technically died. All the rest were healed.
It's true.
Fine, it's for the greater good. Well, I mean, well,
For
not
the
really.
greater good.
Yeah, there's only one
Yes,
casualty.
it'll take
all the
1 month and 30,000 gold to completely settle your army, lowering the standing army having settled. Do you want to follow through the Raiju's request that he's made sort of Duke of the Borderlands?
Sure.
He wants all of it?
He always want the duchy title. Basically, he'll manage all the murderers and
Does he
criminals.
does he think he's up to the task?
He thinks he can do it. It shouldn't be much of a problem.
Alright.
He can ring them around his finger and smack their head in if they don't get it. And they
He
might be the
sounds like
people
the
who
perfect guy.
appreciate. They might be the people who appreciate his raw hand.
Yeah,
Deal with him.
I think that's a great idea. Raiju has been a loyal friend to us.
Mm-hmm.
He'll take one of the border keeps that he likes, and then he'll do that then, and he'll no longer be a Ronin.
That's right.
He'll be landed
He's a daimyo.
samurai. Yeah, daimyo.
You should get some little kids.
Oh, daimyo.
Little Oni kids.
Very honorable.
So he'll do that then, and you will settle them. And the thing is now, because now if we just there, we are.
We got
It's
the
been a
money
year.
for 2 months.
I have been adding it here on this screen.
How much money do we have? 12,000.
You just spend how much? You spend
30.
30. Yes. That is 12.
And our income needs to be lowered because of the walls.
I did.
I've taken care of it here.
Okay.
All right. So now it's been a year, and the academy is officially finished. And so there's been sent a folder with some petitions, particularly to Zacharias, but you can of course choose if he wants to read them with the council.
He's gonna look through them on his
The
own.
month
and
before it's done, you know, sort of a preview.
He's gonna look through them on his own, and then he's gonna move to the
All right,
council. with-
sure. So I won't tell anyone now. We'll do it in downtime.
Yep, I'm gonna do it in downtime.
But the month that are just passed, is that our downtime?
That is also downtime.
Yes.
Question mark. Awesome.
Do you want, if anyone wants anything crafted, it is certainly possible to do so.
So well, I think we'll stop here then at the change of the year.
Now I'm gonna check out this orb of storms we got.
Yeah,
I think it lets you do like alter weather to make storms or
you
something.
can do control weather, and once per month you can do storm of vengeance.
Yeah.
By the way, I need you to trust me on this and keep an open mind, Jonas. Okay?
I don't like where this is going.
But Trick kinda needs that ring.
What?
What?
No. Nope.
Is this a session of like revealing dark secrets?
He's not gonna
it-
wear it. He's gonna do something with it. Some
I
studies.
I've
What's he gonna do
studied
with it?
this.
Some studies. No one is gonna wear it, I promise.
Well, I mean, okay, we'll see.
I mean, if he wears it, I'm getting Asmodeus to banish him to the last plane of hell.
No one's gonna wear it, he's just gonna study it.
I think if he's gonna study it, he should be studying it under supervision, not alone in a corner
Casual.
somewhere.
Oh, don't worry, I will be using my crystal ball on it every day.
You
Could
we
we could have him overwatched by Isabel.
Well, you sure can do that, but you know, it's gonna get dirty. If you supervise me and Trick all the time in your crystal
No,
ball.
I'm gonna be scrying the ring.
Oh, okay.
It's
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
just
dirty
basically-
anyway because
It's gonna-
he's gonna,
Yeah. You're not gonna wear it on his fingers.
Yeah, that's.
He's not wearing it on his
Guys,
finger.
you only like
know.
stopped for like a half a minute.
Sorry.
You're already
You know,
at this
Anyway-
basically, I'm
point,
gonna like
God.
put the crystal ball in the corner and say, "Watch the ring," and then leave it there and just like check on it all the time.
But anyway, it's only for study. We're not gonna wear it. I promise you that.
Well, some experience points. We'll want some of those.
What would we do? Can we like take the orb storms and just like put it in the center of my armor? That would be cool.
I'm gonna.
That way I can just like
I'm-
fucking just, like shoot lightning bolts.
No,
from
I'm
me.
gonna have it
You
on the
want to
pillar.
be Tony Stark, except with an orb of
Yes!
storms.
Yes,
That's pretty cool.
I'm gonna have it like a
So,
palantir. I like stand
Can
over it.
I have the ring for study?
You know,
You know,
I don't object. I guess.
I'm all right. Fine. I'm gonna trust you on this.
The alternative is it sits in dusty basement.
I would prefer it actually.
I mean, I don't know about this either. I'm going to be definitely keeping an eye on Trick if this is going on, because this seems...
This
The
seems
Trick
very
does
dangerous.
nothing on this cash access to.
Unless the ring like whispers to him.
I'm still going to keep an eye on him.
Sure, you can keep an eye on him. Just remember to turn it off when he's with Cash.
Well, I'm not going to be keeping an eye on him like 24/7. I'll be basically checking up on him. Just like,
You can do that. I don't mind. I got.
ring. Excuse me. Are you wearing a ring right now? You cannot lie to me in this
It's
conversation.
like, dude, it's been. It's like the third time you called. No.
I'm gonna add to the ring that it's loaned out to Trick.
And Cash.
Might as well remove it from their sheet now.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding. What is the name of it? Ring what?
Hadian Signet.
I do not know how to spell that.
Hadean.
I would really be happy if you send the name to me because
It's in the shot.
Thank you.
Dotho.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Dotho.
Where in the chat? I don't see it.
In the
In the map tools.
map tool chat.
Oh. Oh, well that's awkward. Wait. I like the big letter, so I'm gonna take Rahal's.
So are we going to use this Orb of Storms every day to like make the
People's lives miserable.
No, we could
gonna
just
make
we
it
could just-
sunny all day?
No, we wouldn't want it sunny with that. That would cause problems. If we wanted, we'd be benevolent and make it rain when we need to get crops to grow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we need to have it. What we should
Every
do.
Christmas will be full of
Sakurai,
snow.
It needs to be overcast every day so that my spawns can walk around
you can
without
now,
issues.
You should now call Sakurai the Storm Lord, and you can petition him in his glorious might that he blesses you with good.
Are you going to sell weather control?
Yes.
By the way, what is up with those statuettes Azor gave to all of us?
Well, those statuettes ages ago.
Yeah.
A gift.
What do they
These
do?
are just a gift.
Nothing. They were gifts.
Just,
It's that
I like-
statue is
look,
like.
I don't know.
It's
If,
like
if they were magical, like spy statues, Zacharias would have told
Yeah,
us.
Zacharias would already know if there was magic.
Like Azurius gives Zacharias a thing. He's like detect magic, look for all the wards, and then it's nothing.
Have
Okay,
you
we're
seen
good.
Zacharias?
This is
have
not
you
the
seen
time
that?
I should say that Cash would just put it somewhere in her room.
I mean, have you
Cool.
seen
I'm not
Zacharias ever producing that? Have you seen him close to that ever again? No, you saw it disappear, never seen it again. So maybe you can
It's in your bag of holding.
draw your own conclusion. What happened to that thing?
I can find
You
out where.
put it inside of his rib cage.
Yes.
Oh.
keeps all the.
You know, I know what the object looks like.
No,
in
no,
immaculate detail.
I hid it in Marcus's coffin. That's where I put all the things
Oh
I
come
don't like.
on!
That's what
I'm in there all the time.
So-
Well, not all the time. I'm in there for like an
No, I
hour
saw
a
you
day.
there.
It's like I'm just lying on Legos.
Yep. It's yeah. It's like someone has been eating like crisps in here. God damn it!
That'd be the
dude,
worst.
Jonas,
I was
in
it-
the coffin. Ugh.
If
Yeah.
Look, dude,
Crisp
I
in
like
the
to keep
coffin.
it fresh in the coffin.
Yeah, I know. You have a little,
We
you have a
know
little
that about
Wunderbaum in
you,
the
yeah.
coffin. Yeah.
Yeah,
It has been
that's-
established.
I did just think of
Dude,
one.
I am apparently pretty good at vampire-based jokes. Like, keep it fresh in the coffin, take off your neck.
Would
know.
Azorius get any good gossip from all because Cash is gonna bring Azorius to one of the masquerade parties with the
in town time to do with gossip. But
You better lure some ladies in.
oh, don't worry. Azorius hasn't been flirting in a while. He's been an orc. He hasn't been really confident to do it.
Well, you better bring some ladies home.
Technically, I did think of one use for those statues, kind of, except it doesn't really work on like Zacharias, for example, who just dumped it in cash, who just dumped it, which is
I didn't dump it. It's in my.
if you ever got kidnapped, I could find out where you are using them.
Do
I know-
Well, you could just say to Cash, "Hey, you should probably have it in your backpack."
I like the justification in that. If you ever get kidnapped, I can do it.
I can see you. I can spy you then. Yes. yes.
I mean, admittedly, I could use all of you anyway because I've crafted equipment for all of you. So
Yeah, and I've crafted equipment for all of you too. So
It's
Let's
both me
see.
and
You-
both me and
this
Zacharias,
session-
why did you have it?
You round the 2 million point experience.
Yay!
So
2 million. Oh, that's a lot.
yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, Jonas, I will tell you that creature we slayed is kind of an important creature.
Oh. I didn't know anything about this creature. Someone just told me, let's go and kill a creature. I was like, all right.
And then you had like agreements from like everyone.
But they won't know anything about all the cool things I talked to you about in downtime. So, you know,
That's true. You have all your
Like
business
only
stuff.
tell them the ones you don't want.
Did you hear the music I was playing while Manikai talked secret with you?
And none of these secrets will also will.
What did they tell you? Oh, nothing. Just nothing.
Exactly, and you.
It's pretty good that none of our secrets are ever going to affect the others, right?
Well, when they do,
We only had one colliding this session, sheep.
when that happens, I do include you, like the one with Vistromo and Victor.
I think that's
I
the-
include you.
Good that you do that.
I think that's the fair way of doing it. Yes, if something like this pops up and bites us in the ass, I'm gonna be
Well, I felt that
I'm going-
maybe.
mildly upset.
I'm going to tell you, Jonas, my one, I'm going to say now, it is not going to bite us in the arse. I know for a fact it won't.
Yeah, you're entering into these like Alfred-esque deals with a pit fiend.
No, because unlike Alfred, I didn't sign into an open contract. I signed into a closed one.
I have not. I will point out, I have not been on contract for 5 months now.